Hi everyone, welcome to the Ultimate Gardening channel. My name is Emmanuel Arce, well known to be the Ultimate Gardener. And today's exciting spreading video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys about how to properly transplant your flowering shrub. So let's jump right into this video. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming at number one is you want to transplant your flowering shrub during the least hottest times of the day. So that would be around 6 to 8 p.m. The problem with transplanting your flowering shrub during the hottest times of the days is you can introduce your plant into a total shock stage and completely mess your flowering shrub up. So you do not want that to happen because that could cause future plant problems in its system later on in the future, and it will have problems acclimating to its new home and it will end up dying. So you don't want to have this happen. So with actually transplanting it during the lowest, hottest times of the days, it will introduce your plant more calmly and a bit more soothing into its new habitat without giving it shock. Coming at number two is you want to pre-dig your hole and pre-moisten your hole before the actual transplant. So you do not want to dig up your flowering shrub and then pre-dig your hole and pre-water your hole, because the problem with that is it could disturb the root system more. Worse, it could actually cause it to get into shock. It'll be sitting in the sun, and that's just complete things you want to avoid. So with pre-digging your hole and watering that hole in really well will allow your plant to have a smooth transfer from its old home to its new home, and it would actually have some type of water supply to draw from, so that will make your plant more easier and to acclimate to its new home. Coming at number three is you want to get as much of a root system as you can. Yes, you can break some of the roots here and there to make it easier to take out the plant, but try to don't do that as often, because if you take a lot of roots out, it will bring your plant into shock and it will have difficulties rooting out into its new home. So you want to try to take out as much roots as you can. So when you're ready to dig it out, get a shovel. When you're pushing it down into the soil, go all the way around and just pull the shovel downwards by slowly lifting it up from the ground without breaking any main roots. So coming at number four is when you're transplanted your flowering shrub already, pre-filling it up and everything, give it a good drink of water. Soak that root system in so it can acclimate to its new home smooth and easily. Although you already pre-moistened that hole where it's been transplanted to, you still want to make sure every inch and every angle of that root system has been intact with water. You want this plant to drink up as much water as it can, so the shock between transferring it from its old home to its new home could be less affected. So give it a good drink of water, make sure that soil has settled in and all those air bubbles have been released, so your plant could be settled in into its new home and start processing its plant system to start rooting out again and producing a spectacular show for you guys yet again. Coming to number five, which is our final point, is fertilizing. You want to go ahead and use a liquid soluble fertilizer on your new transplanted flowering shrub, because if you put granule down in the hole, it could burn those roots out because you just transplanted them. They're way too delicate. So if they come intact with that granule fertilizer, it will end up burning those roots, and you don't want that to happen. You want to use a liquid soluble fertilizer, which liquid soluble fertilizers are a bit more diluted, so the nitrogen and the potash can be at high levels, but it won't come in with a huge punch like if you used granule fertilizers. For the first few weeks until your plant has completely established, I will completely say fertilize it with liquid fertilizer for the first 1 to 2 months until it's completely established and acclimated to its new home. Then after that, once it's established and you see it actually pushing on new growth, flowering constantly, then you can go ahead and transition it to a granule fertilizer. So that's gonna be it for this exciting spreading video, you guys. Hopefully you found this video educational and informative, and hopefully you can become a pro when it comes to transplanting your flowering shrubs. So thank you all so much for watching this video. May God bless you and your family, and never forget to grow big, Ultimate Gardeners. Bye guys.